Welcome back, and today we are discussing potential ways that drug testing may change in the near future now that marijuana is officially being rescheduled from a Schedule 1 substance to a Schedule 3 substance. So this video will be applicable to anyone who is subject to drug testing. A lot of my viewers are CDL drivers, so CDL drivers must be drug tested, pilots, railroad engineers, if you're on parole and drug testing is part of your parole situation, if you're in the military, etc. So just to catch everybody up to speed, Donald Trump just recently signed an executive order moving forward the process of rescheduling marijuana from a Schedule 1 substance to a Schedule 3 substance. So it'll be more like a prescription drug. So the executive order at the time that he signed it, 12/18 is when he signed the executive order. It didn't automatically move to a Schedule 3 substance. So as of the posting of this video, it's the end of 2025. Marijuana, cannabis is still a Schedule 1 substance, but it's expediting the process of getting it moved to a Schedule 3 substance. So it's estimated that's going to take another 3 to 6 months. So as of now, nothing has changed. So if you've got an upcoming drug test, you're concerned about testing positive for marijuana, all of the old rules apply. Home test. Watch our free masterclass to be best prepared to take and hopefully pass that THC test. And I will leave links, as always, to both of those in the description of this video. So unfortunately, and I see a lot of, again, commercial drivers and some pilots when I'm doing exams, a lot of people think that marijuana already is legal. And if you're getting a federal test done, you cannot use marijuana. Marijuana currently, as of right now, is still federally illegal. So many drivers that I see during these physicals are confused and think that marijuana is already legal because state law says it's legal. Again, these tests are federal tests. That means marijuana is included. All right, so now I'm going to move on, and I'm going to go through 3 questions that popped into my mind that I think are very important to answer as this process unfolds of the rescheduling of marijuana. I'm going to go through 3 individual questions that I've heard both on comments of my videos and, again, that have just popped into my mind that I think are very important to answer and will need to be answered as this process unfolds. So question number 1, or maybe I should say issue number 1, is that the HHS only requires that Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 substances be tested for, and the Department of Transportation follows HHS guidelines, so they only test for Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 substances. So potentially what's going to need to happen is a new rulemaking process if they want to continue to test for marijuana to include cannabis, marijuana, THC specifically by itself, or maybe include some Schedule 3 substances. Again, I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but right now it's only mandated that Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 substances are tested for. Again, marijuana currently, again, as of the posting of this video, is still a Schedule 1 substance, so it still fits that criteria. So it brings me to the question of, did marijuana specifically get moved to a Schedule 3 substance, maybe setting up the fact that it's not going to be tested for? I mean, they could have just moved it from Schedule 1 down to Schedule 2. It would still be a prescription drug in that case. Doctors could still do research on it, etc., but they moved it to Schedule 3 outside of this parameter, what the HHS guidelines are for testing. So maybe they're setting up for removing it from testing altogether. But the FMCSA has come out and directly stated that the rescheduling of marijuana will not change testing. And they are saying this because they say that marijuana is specifically named, not just by its schedule, but marijuana is named as one of the substances that is tested for. So as of right now, the FMCSA is still of the opinion that even when marijuana is rescheduled, it will still remain on all of the testing that is mandated by the federal government. So will THC be removed? I doubt that will happen because THC still does cause you to get high, and we still don't want people that are high or drunk or impaired in any way to be operating large pieces of machinery. And I will come back to this point when I go through question number 3. So question number 2 here, and again, this is me speculating, is will it be possible that if you test positive for marijuana and have a prescription, again, it's a Schedule III substance like other prescription drugs, if you have that prescription, will you be able to use that prescription and the medical review officer change your positive THC test to a negative THC test because you're using it with a prescription in a legal manner? So there is precedent for this, and I brought this up in my last video, and I'll give you the most common example, is people take drugs, prescription drugs, and they cause positive tests on drug tests. The most common example being people that take Adderall. When they take Adderall, they often test positive for amphetamines, but if they produce a doctor's prescription and they're taking the Adderall as prescribed, meaning they're in the correct therapeutic dose, then the medical review officer, after looking at the prescription and looking at the positive test and making sure that you're taking the drug correctly as it is prescribed, can again change that positive for amphetamines to a negative. And I could see this as a real possibility with marijuana. I mean, if we can do it with other drugs, why shouldn't we be able to do it if marijuana is federally allowed to be prescribed? The key is to figure out what the appropriate dosage is, because that is what helps the medical review officer determine if you're using the prescribed drug correctly. So that's where the research is going to come in. We're going to need to figure out and we're going to need to standardize what a therapeutic dose is. But I could see that if you are prescribed marijuana at a specific dose and you're using it at that dose, and you go in and take a drug test and test positive for THC, and you're able to produce that prescription, and the medical review officer feels that you're taking that prescription THC as it's prescribed by your doctor, I can see it potentially being able to be changed to a negative result. And question number 3, or issue number 3, revolves around alternative testing. So up to this point, we've been talking about the urinalysis because that is what the federal government requires, a urinalysis for drug testing. But what about alternative ways to test? I did a video a while back on the potential for a breathalyzer for THC, and that up to this point is a no-go. The research just is not there, and it's bad in 2 ways. One is that it's not reliable, so that you're not going to be able to really accurately test if somebody is high when they are doing the breathalyzer. But also, again, according to the research, there were a lot of false positives as well. So people that were not using actually testing positive. So we don't want people to slip by if they are high and operating, again, these large pieces of machinery, but we also don't want people to get in trouble for doing something that they're not actually doing. So if there's no breathalyzer, what about the next best thing? And the next best thing would be a saliva test. It's got a much shorter window. It's much closer to determining if the person just recently used and may potentially be under the influence. And saliva testing has been something that the Department of Transportation has been trying to push through now for over a year. Again, I've made a number of videos on that progress, that saga as well. But with the stroke of his pen, Donald Trump is moving the rescheduling process of marijuana forward from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, that process that took over 2 years under that Biden plan. Just by signing that executive order, he's moving that forward. So could Donald Trump, again, just sign another executive order saying we are implementing saliva testing now instead of the urine testing? Because, again, how easy it is to cheat on a urine test, how much it discriminates against certain drugs like marijuana, and how invasive it is, especially when you have to be observed. Now, I think certainly he could do this. Will he? I think this one is probably doubtful, but I do think we need to move on from the urine test. Again, I just think it's a completely bogus way of drug testing. All right, so those are just 3 things, again, that popped into my mind and that have been kind of kicked around in the comments section of my last 2 videos. Thanks to all the members of this channel, as always, and I will be back with with more updates as this continues to unfold. So stay tuned. Until next time, everybody, stay safe.